We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.
Welcome back. Ordained minister and Hollywood film producer DeVon Franklin is here, along with recently married couple Jamal and Nicole. Jamal, we spent this time that we've had together so far talking about trying to get you to really show up and be present in this conversation, much less this relationship. And so where do you think the disconnect started? I mean, at what point do you feel like you just weren't showing up? Or do you even know that? I mean, the disconnect started from, because we both gave each other a curfew, like being at the house at 2 a.m. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I get too messed up, and I might come in the house at like 6 or something, you know what I'm saying? But then I tell her, I'm like, look, I'm still young, you know what I mean? You think you have a problem with drugs? Nah, man, nah.
How long have you been smoking marijuana?
Since I was like 14. How often do you do it? Well, I'm on probation now, so, you know, I can't do it, but before probation, I used to do it like every day, you know what I'm saying? Do you think he has a problem with drugs?
I think he does. Every day he just comes home high. It's like, I thought you went to work. Yeah, I got high with my homeboys.
And let me tell you why I asked that question. It's because I already know the answer to that. You just said you were homeless. You don't have the money to pay the rent and you're buying marijuana. So that tells me you got a problem, your priorities out of line. I just wanted to know if you knew it.
But here's the truth. If you really want to be married, I got to be honest with you, man to man, you're going to have to change the way that you're living. And here's the truth, if you don't make changes on the way that you're living, you're going to continue to be in this dynamic. But we have to get down to what's really going on here and how to get you the help that you need so that when you guys leave here and go back to San Diego, you're going back a changed man with a new commitment, if that's really your desire. Is that your desire?
Of course it's my desire.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just hold your wife's hand for a minute? Do you love her?
Yeah, I love her.
What do you see when you look at her?
This is my queen, this is my everything, you know? This is like the reason why I wake up, to make her better, make me better, you know? Build this beautiful thing called love.
And is there anything that you're doing, like the weed smoking, the hanging out, the clubbing, whatever, that is worth losing her?
Nah. I mean, friends come and go. If I lose her, then I basically lost, you know what I'm saying? So I can't lose the one priceless thing that I have in my life.
Are any of your boys married?
No, I don't believe in marriage.
Okay, so you're hanging around a bunch of friends that don't believe in marriage.
Nah.
And you only marry one.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a rule that me and my wife live by. We don't get advice about marriage from people that are not married.
Amen.
All right? Because as a single person trying to advise a married person, it don't work, okay? So you gotta get with people in your family or find other married couples that can help shepherd you and that you can be accountable to. Because if you keep going to your boys or you keep going to your girls, they're going to lead you potentially in a direction that's going to be counter what you want in this marriage. Jamal, what's it going to take for you to change?
I learned relations through my mother and father, you know what I'm saying? My mother and father, they tried, you know what I'm saying? They still together, but, you know what I'm saying? My father was very cold to people, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really show love and affection as far as a father should. I mean, he provided the house, the roof, the clothes, and all that. But as far as me coming home, Dad, this is how my day was, my father wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying? So me going through my years, I was very cold to the world, you know what I'm saying? Dealt with gangs, all that, you know what I'm saying? So for me to sit here and commit and love somebody when I first met her, that was hard because I'm just used to going out, drinking, making money, just doing me, you know what I'm saying? Me against the world. I think you're disrespecting her. How? Do I need to really spell that out for you, how? I mean, I'm telling you, like. I think this is a product of how this whole situation works, and I think we took the bait away because we spent this whole 2 segments talking about you, and you're lost in the shuffle. And when really this is about you, and there's no responsibility not lost on you here too because you got a part in this. You teach people how to treat you.
That's right. You chose.
That's right.
And guess what? If nothing changes, nothing changes, and that's not just for Jamal. And hey, listen. I sympathize with you, too, about what you experienced growing up. Yeah. I'm glad you shared that. That's the first time I felt like you were real and you showed up. But all this sideshow stuff is not cutting it. It's not cutting it for her. But for you, you're allowing it to happen. You're a doormat in this relationship.
And that will not change until you change.
That's right.
So
You can't wait for him.
You've got to step up and put some boundaries in place. So here's the thing. I mean, you guys have really, you've shown up in a real and vulnerable way. You've let us see your problems. And I don't think you can go do this on your own. But I do happen to know somebody who's an expert in what you're dealing with. Spirit.
Yeah, I'm going to see you guys myself. I'm going to see you guys myself. Okay? And the reason for that is because I believe in you all. And in the same way your wife is taking a chance on you, I'm going to take a chance on you. So we're going to set it up. We'll talk after the show. I have expectations for you, and you will meet them, because I'm a hard coach. But I'm fair, okay? And I have expectations for you, because I'm not letting you off the hook. You knew who this man was when you married him, and now you're asking for him to be different. Yeah. So if you will accept that gift, I will work with you myself.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so when we come back, we'll answer a question from someone right here in our studio audience. Stick around after this. We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.